I'm Little Miss Helpful, and I'm going to read a story about Mr. Noisy, and this is for you, Garnexel. You should laugh at that. Mr. Noisy was a very, very noisy person indeed. For example, if Mr. Noisy was reading this story to you, he'd be shouting at the top of his voice. At the top of Mr. Noisy's voice is a very loud place indeed. You can hear it 100 miles away. For example, when most people sneeze, you can hear them in the next room. But achoo! When Mr. Noisy sneezes, you can hear him in the next country. Now this story starts when Mr. Noisy was asleep in bed. In his bedroom in his house, which is on top of a hill, he was snoring. As you can well imagine, when Mr. Noisy snores, that's the snore worth hearing. It sounds more like a herd of elephants than a snore. Then Mr. Noisy's alarm clock went off. Mr. Noisy's alarm clock. This is like no other alarm clock in the world. It sounds more like a fire engine. Mr. Noisy woke up and scolded all the people who lived in Wobble Town, which is at the bottom of Mr. Noisy's hill. Later that day, Mr. Noisy decided that he had to go shopping. He went out of his house, shutting the door behind him. Bang, and the door wobbled. The hill wobbled, the whole hill wobbled. Wobble, wobble, even bird flying on above. Mr. Noisy walked down the hill, clup, clup, clup. He walked into the baker's shop, crashed at the door as he opened it, bang with the door as he shut it. I'd like a loaf of bread to move Mr. Noisy. Then Mrs. Crumb, the baker's wife. Mrs. Crumb well then sold him a loaf. And Mr. Noisy walked along the street to the butcher. Clup, clup, clup. He walked to the butcher shop, crashed with the door as he opened it, bang with the door as he shut it. I'd like a piece of meat. But Mr. Noisy to Mr. Bacon, the butcher. Mr. Bacon trembled and sold him some meat. Afterwards, Mrs. Crumb met Mr. Bacon in the street. We really must do something about Mr. Noisy being so noisy, she said. Absolutely, replied Mr. Bacon. But what? I know, said Mrs. Crumb, and she whispered into Mr. Bacon's ear. Mr. Bacon's mouth is small moments were bright red. Mrs. Crumb, he says something the answer. The following day, Mr. Noisy again went shopping in Wobble Town. Come. He went to Miss Crumb's shop. I'd like a loaf of bread. Hey, boom. Sorry, what did she say? Asked Mrs. Crumb, pretending not to hear. I'd like a loaf of bread, Mr. Noisy shouted. Sorry, said Mrs. Crumb, holding her hand to her ear. Can you speak up, please? I'd like a loaf of bread, roared Mr. Noisy. I can't hear you, replied Mrs. Crumb. Mr. Noisy gave up and went out. Mr. Noisy went to Mr. Bacon's shop. I'd like a piece of meat, he boomed. Mr. Bacon pretended not to notice. I put my hand in the steaks. I'd like a piece of meat, Mr. Noisy shouted. I put my hand in the steaks. Did you say something? Yes, Mr. Bacon. I said I'd like a piece of meat, roared Mr. Noisy. Pardon, said Mr. Bacon. Mr. Noisy gave up, and he went out, and he went home, and he went to bed. I am not finishing this entire story, so I might laugh. Go see on TV Scotland. Go TV Lewis Capaldi. Stop editing me and Taylor Swift. Stop editing muscles. So crap Madonna. Ruth Springsteen. I miss Eddie Van Halen. And I miss Billy Prince. I miss Cody. I like Cody Johnson songs. And I do not like AC/DC Brian Johnson because I can't sing like him. I do that in that.
Why am I doing stuff like the Angus? And the Malcolm.
Well, this is not off.
Steven Tyler be edited and my crumpet is his bits.